Hey! It's Mutants and Masterminds Monday. And today, we're creating an adventure.
We are.
But first, can you all hear us?
If there is an entity in the room with us, please make your presence known.
Please let us know.
Our hearts are open, our minds are curious, and we are only seeking to make connection.
And the Ouija board is polished. Okay, good. We've summoned an Apook, and he says, yes, we can hear you. And so does Devious. Hey, Devious Hearts.
We're
When
live.
music says they can hear, Simon says yes, indeed. Claude says a woo.
Awooga.
Happy Mumamo superfan. I don't know what to think about this, Alex.
Yeah?
Before we even start, people are lined up.
No, I'm pretty excited about it, actually.
I mean, it's there. I'm flabbergasted.
People are here.
Yeah, they're here and they're hanging out, and you know why they're hanging out? Well, you know, the main event.
The M&M stuff.
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir, but also no. They are hanging out because of you.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here.
You're Alex Thomas, and we meet every Monday. We get together and we solve, well, not our world's problems, but other world's problems.
Yeah, mostly superhero problems.
That's right. Actually, yeah, we sprinkle a little superhero business in. Of course, we're talking about Mutants and Masterminds. That is the only superhero TTRPG ever made.
Yeah, it's the world's greatest superhero RPG.
As a result, there are no others. Let's see here. William says, hello, everyone. William Lang. Hey, William Lang. Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you.
Let's see. Sean Duggan opens with a question. And let's see. Someone in the Facebook group said that there is a text later. Okay, what? Okay, just putting this question in case I forget to actually join the talk. In the Facebook group, someone was asking about Angel Island in Emerald City. The text ending mid-sentence. Is there errata? Oh.
Probably should be if there's not. It's not a problem I've been made aware of before now, but I will go and get it fixed.
Isn't that something after all this time? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's kind of amazing. It's kind of fun as well.
Yeah, this predates my time.
This is what Sean Dugan says. It's an Emerald City Secrets, to be clear. Someone on the Facebook group said that there's a text later on indicating that it is a pocket dimension situation. It seems like a ripe situation for the GM to decide whatever they want. Well, you know, even if there was a decision, you could still do that.
That's true. And from the text I have here in my PDF, it says, Avacyn and all evidence or even memory of its existence from the mortal world, placing it into a kind of nether realm. So it looks like that sentence was finished at some point. I don't know if there's a errata or not, but this is, as far as I know, the most up-to-date PDF. You
know, we are overdue to have a sort of errata gathering of the erratas. That's one of the things that I think the think tank would be great for. Just a space for people to add their thoughts. And hey, Claude says, hey, yo, let's see. Who else we got?
Well, I mean, I've always said the best way to proofread a book is to go through the trouble of publishing it, printing it, and then opening it up to a random page and finding the typo that you didn't get all the other times.
The minute they hand you the book, still hot off the presses, that's how you edit. And let's see here. Rebel Moose says, hello, everyone. Happy Mutants and Masterminds Mumamo Monday. That indeed is what today is. Time to make some fun adventures, says William. Indeed. Gerald says, hello, people. Hold on here. I'm just sorry. We've got so many people. I just want to be sure I call them all out. You know, as we get more and more folks, this show will just basically be us saying, hi, hello, repeating what everybody's saying.
Mastermind of Pook, one of my big goals as line developer is to fix the troubles of my ancestors. Because my ancestors were all wonderful, beautiful, competent people, but there's always room for improvement. And I hope whoever replaces me also takes that attitude.
A robot, likely.
Yeah, it'll probably be AI at some point.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Good to see, in Alex's case, hear you, or in Troy's case, because you can't see me. Rebel Moose says some other stuff and things. And Sean Holland said, let's go on an adventure. So I think, you know what? Oh, Squire, I don't know what your emoji says. It says, is it ear mouse? Ear mouse. What do you think that message means? Ear mouse? Earmus. Earmus?
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs. Earmouse.
Earmouse muffs?
Earmouse mouse. Yeah, you'll have to help us out with that. The puzzle is puzzling. Ear rat.
Ear rat. Oh, errata.
Oh, ear rat. I get it. See, that looks kind of like a mouse, so.
Yeah, ear rat towel.
So folks who are watching this on demand will be no doubt saying, what are you talking, or to whom are you talking to? It's our chat. And today listen, Alex, I don't know why we signed up for this, but essentially creating an encounter? No, an adventure, right?
Yes, a series of encounters, a string of them even.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And Sean, please do repost that errata so I can take a look at it and maybe incorporate it. We'll see.
Fantastic. Chat is quote unquote helping. But
I did look at the unofficial errata when I was doing updates for the reprint editions of the Deluxe Heroes Handbook. So that is helpful to us.
Nice. Yeah, Sean, we do want to see that unofficial errata that was being passed around in protest, I presume. Let's see. Claude says, haha, you fools, we've tricked you into giving us a free adventure.
That's true.
I like that.
Today our topic of question is we're going to be creating an adventure, and chat is helping us. Because there's a lot of questions that come up, especially around this time of year when everybody is ramping up for convention season, talking about, I need a one-shot, or I need to make an adventure, or I just want to put a new installment in my ongoing campaign. Whatever you need for your adventure, the tools that we're giving you today will be able to help you with each and every adventure.
Now, real quick, before we dive in, did we want to, do that thing with that one place, that other stuff?
Are you talking about checking what's in the tank?
Yeah.
Should we see what's in the tank? I think we probably should.
We could do that. Let's do this for maybe 20 minutes and then go into the tank.
Yeah, I think we could probably do that.
Yeah. Okay, great. Awesome. Or whatever you prefer ultimately, but I think people
there's
are
probably
excited.
Some good stuff in there. Yeah.
Rock and roll. Then we shall do that.
Awesome. And this is part 1 of creating an adventure. So we have time to think about this. Fitting for a one-shot that I'm writing.
Right. Okay, so where should we start?
The place I like to start every time is coming up with a sort of catchy title / synopsis / what superhero team I want to be dealing with. For most people, this is going to be your ongoing campaign. So the heroes you'll be dealing with are pretty set from adventure to adventure, unless you have like a guest star popping in or somebody who wants to try out a new character, or there was a death in between adventures. But generally, you start with which characters that you're telling a story about, and you come up with an interesting scenario for them to be stuck in. The easiest way I found to do this is to brainstorm your scenario and try to boil that scenario down into a 1 to 2 sentence synopsis, sort of the elevator pitch of the adventure that will guide you through developing everything that goes around it. I have quite a few origins adventures that need written.
Ooh, I like that.
So I might just pull up one of the scenarios from that and call that what we're working on today.
Okay, cool. So now, do you already are these adventures already in progress, or you just know you've got to fill a space with some adventure?
So I have a synopsis for each of the adventures.
Oh, you do?
I'll present the synopses, and we'll vote on which one we want to develop.
Ooh, I like that.
And I'll just do the Titan City ones instead of the licensed ones, because I have quite a few other superheroes that I'm telling stories about too.
Nice.
Claude says I could write his instead, actually.
Oh, okay, good. That's thoughtful of you. Generous.
Yeah, very, very nice. Very, very much what I want to do. But yeah, so adventures that I have available, we'll just sort of go through them one by one. I have an adventure called Last Rites that the synopsis of is magic users across Titan City hear an ominous portent from a dead wizard claiming that if he isn't restored to life within 48 hours, all will suffer. So that's the synopsis is dead wizard gives a message out to everybody saying I need to be brought back to life or it's going to be everybody's problem. I have an adventure called Taking Stock, in which a group of Club Tartarus employees are sent to recover a patron who got lost in Club Tartarus's mysterious depths. So a fun sort of dungeon crawl into the garbage disposal in the middle of the universe. I have an adventure called Extracurricular Activity. The magical students of Silverthorn Academy are challenged to an intramural tournament against their counterparts at the Titan City Institute for Monster Excellence. So sort of hero high school versus school adventure. And then an adventure called Brass Templar, where Titan City Police Department Special Monster Division, the Brass Templars, must discover the connection between a spree of monster attacks throughout the city. So that's an example of the synopses that I'm working from, sort of the kind of information that I want to really get across in that synopsis. So location, characters involved, central conflict. Those are the three things you want to convey with that brief little synopsis.
Now we've got a couple ways we could do this. Folks can vote for the, or is there more? Or that's all of them, right?
Yeah, those are the ones for now.
So they can vote by we can pick someone who then can choose.
Yeah, either way.
Or they can vote. So if we want to do it that way, what we'd want is for people to do hashtag pick me.
Yeah, I like democracy as much as the next guy.
Sure. I mean,
I love democracy.
I'm famously for democracy.
Yeah, in the Immortal Words of Emperor Palpatine.
All right, let me get to a window wherein all is revealed. I mean, not all is revealed, you know what I mean. Okay.
Hashtag
so
pick me.
Do the hashtag pick me. Thank you, Sean Holland. There we go. It's working. Hashtag pick me. Hashtag pick me.
And if you're coming to Origins, you could play one of these adventures.
Ooh,
although
I like that.
I think a lot of them are sold out, but let me double check.
But you know, you're known to sneak a body in, right?
I will occasionally sneak a body in when I have an event that allows me to.
Okay, literally chat. Hashtag pick me, one word. See it on the screen there? Near you, by you, there is a bunch of little letters, alphabets, kind of in button form. Find those buttons and type them out and do a hashtag pick me, and then you get lit. There we go. Look at that. Everyone's doing it. Good. I like the one about finding the lost drunk or the one about the school competition. Yeah, me too. My school competition was getting drunk.
Hey, I went to that school.
I like it. We're at about, here's what we'll do. At 10 people, we have a couple more to go. Nice. Couple more. Give him 2 more.
Alex will be the one man and he'll have the one vote. The trick for me is that I have to write all of these, so I am happy to do any of them as a group.
Hey, Alex, I heard some news while we're waiting for a couple votes here. You won a karaoke preliminary something, right?
I did. I won a karaoke contest last Monday that sent me on to the venue final, which is tonight. And if I win, if I'm one of the top 5 people at the venue final, I get to go to the state competition.
And what happens if you win the state competition?
If I win the state competition, I get to go represent Ohio at the world competition in Las Vegas.
Awesome. And then what if you win that competition?
Then I'm Mr. Karaoke World for 2024.
Karaoke World?
Yeah.
That is incredible, man. That is very exciting. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your crown. All right, let's do a draw. Yeah,
it's like Miss Universe, but it's for singing.
Yeah, Mr. Singing Universe. I love it. It is Simon Wentworth. You get a pick. That's very festive.
It's very, very festive.
Alex, we can deploy that at any time if you need some voting. So his tiara, yeah, sure, why not?
Ooh, a tiara would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I'm
want to
working
compete against aliens for galactic karaoke though.
Oh, you'd school them. Show us what you've got. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, sure, if you want. Simon, you get to pick. Which do you like? Simon Wentworth. Doodly-doo. You know, when there's a delay, it's always delayed.
Always delayed.
Yeah, it is. Simon's probably just rushing to the keyboard, so nervous, picking it. Which one do you think he wants?
Which one does... So to review the options again, there's Last Rites, where our heroes have to bring a dead wizard back to life, or everybody's going to have a bad time. There is Taking Stock, where a group of Club Tartarus employees have to descend into the depths of Tartarus to rescue a nightclub patron who's gone missing. There is Extracurricular Activity, which is an inter-school competition between the two monster schools in Titan City. And Brass Templar, which is a sort of Mutant City Blues inspired police procedural adventure set in the Titan City universe. So monster cops having to find a connection between monster attacks throughout the city.
You know, we're gonna need to pick. Simon, where did you go, buddy? Literally seconds before. Simon, we'll preserve your vote for.
Oh,
there we go. Stock. Taking Stock. Awesome. Nice.
So yeah, Taking Stock. And what I would do at that point, Troy, I could probably share my screen. I've got a Google Doc I'm working from.
Let's do it.
So let me
do this, and then there we go.
Awesome. That should be sharing now. If you want to give it to the people,
I do. Let's maybe squoze in that a little bit, kind of scroll in or make it just a little bit bigger.
How do I do that?
If you go to what is this that you're using?
Google
Word?
Docs.
Oh, it's Google Docs. So you want to isn't there a little... See, it's so small.
I'm gonna hit Control+, see what happens.
Yeah, I bet that does it. Look at that.
Is that a good size? 150%?
Yeah, I think that's good. Everyone can see that.
Maximize. Yeah, it's already a maximized window.
Enhance.
Enhance. I might even be able to go up a little bit more if we need.
Yeah, that's perfect right there. I think that's great.
Hit 200%. So yeah, this is the format I use when I'm formatting the adventures that I run for myself. I'll do the title of the adventure, what event time it is. Once I know where it's going to be, I'll put it in there too, because this is the itinerary I'll work from during the convention. Then this synopsis is both my elevator pitch to myself when I'm writing the adventure and the synopsis that shows up in the convention guidebook. So if you are working with a con, they like to have some description to give people. And I format it further as adventure background. So I'll write a paragraph or two about what happens in the adventure prior to our heroes getting involved. The important NPCs. So this will be probably the main villain and any other major NPCs that I'll have to play. What my pre-gen characters are going to be and what role they have in the party. And then I break down for a convention game. Typically I'll write 5 scenes because I've got 4 hours to work with. So scene 1, what type it is, I'll break the scene down. Scene 2, what type it is, break down. Scene 3, scene 4, scene 5.
Nice. So now are we really going to turn over some... It just makes me nervous. I don't know what chat's going to do to you.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here for whatever chat wants to say happens.
Okay. I wonder how we should do that. Do you want to... Let's do this method. Let folks throw out some suggestions for what you need, and then you can cherry pick.
So yeah, so basically what happens is after a night of the club being open, at the end of every shift in Club Tartarus, there is a basically checkout point where somebody keeps an eye on everybody going back to their original time and place. And in this instance, somebody doesn't make it into checkout. So they have gone missing somewhere in the club. And like I said, Tartarus itself is kind of the garbage disposal at the end of the multiverse. In the cycle of life and rebirth in the Titan City continuity, the universe has been destroyed 7 times, and each of those 7 times builds a layer of Tartarus with things that survived from the previous universe. So this is basically going to be sort of a dive into the layer immediately beneath Club Tartarus's layer of Tartarus. So we can get weird. We can have some alien vistas, some really strange creatures.
I like.
Yeah, so we have lots of interesting scenes that can come about based on them going down into the depths to find this person.
Hey, real quick, Sean Holland asks, can we get access to a blank version of the adventure for our own use? They want your template.
Yeah, I'm very happy to share that over at the Atomic Think Tank.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the Think Tank. That's great. So there you go, Sean. Yeah. Never hurts to ask. All right, so we need a weird something in the mysterious depths.
Yeah, whatever they run into. So I know for sure the important NPCs are going to be Mr. Powers. Mr. Powers being the owner of Club Tartarus and the mysterious benefactor of the people who work there, because our PCs are going to be employees of Club Tartarus.
Nice. What's a Ditko-esque magical landscape?
A Ditko-esque magical landscape is 100% what is going to be down in the depths of Tartarus. Steve Ditko is known very much for making a bunch of weird acid trip backgrounds for Doctor Strange comics.
Nice.
Lots of floating planetoids and weird crackling energies and alien creatures with too many eyeballs.
Hey, what did you think about the Doctor Strange kind of trippy movie effects, trying to kind of recreate that?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's some of my... I think Doctor Strange has some of the best visuals in the MCU.
So are the players going down in an elevator?
It's actually a staircase that goes down.
A staircase. Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I like
sort of a non-Euclidean geometry, MC Escher style.
Escher style, yeah. NPC 3-headed hellhound flapper girl who knows more than she lets on.
Yeah,
that might be actually up in the at the bar, or at the
that could be
labyrinth with the door in the middle.
3-headed hellhound flapper girl. I love that.
Labyrinth with a door in the middle that leads to the next location, or a room of doors.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Yeah, these are all cool settings. I'll put in scene setting just to break down where some things are going to be. And to get us started, I will say the first scene will take place in the club. That's basically going to be, in role-playing terms, it will be a role-playing scene where the characters get introduced to the world. They get to know a little bit about their characters. And they get to basically have a little vignette about what their character would be doing on a typical Friday night at the club.
And what is generally happening there at the club? Is sort of like, is it sort of a hive of scum and villainy, like that kind of thing? Or is it a little more respectable?
It's a little more respectable than that. It's kind of a speakeasy. So it's very much people go there to have a good time, to get away from the scrutiny of authority figures.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a place that a lot of historical figures wind up trying to get access to either magical knowledge or magical power from the regular denizens of it. Like Julius Caesar goes there all the time trying to figure out how he's going to die. But there's a unfortunate side effect for a lot of people that they don't remember things that they learn when they're in the club when they leave.
Oh, does that include going down into the depths?
Yes, the employees generally are allowed to remember things that they learn in the club, but this is probably something that Mr. Powers will want to remove from their memory, because it's
interesting.
Give them a big look at the underbelly of the setting.
So is this kind of a bar where magical beings and people who use magic can just be themselves and hang out and be okay,
just a good place to chill.
Yeah, okay.
Could we have a significant other who wants to come along to help or hinder the team find their missing partner? Yeah, we definitely can. I like that idea. That could be the person who freaks out about their friend going missing. We also need to determine who the missing person is. Do we want the missing person to be that 3-headed flapper, or do we want their significant other to be that 3-headed flapper? That could be interesting too.
Right, Charles. Yeah, a bar where everybody knows your name.
Yes, it's where everybody knows your name.
It feels to me like, not to pull a trope, but it feels to me like a sort of the gay bar equivalent of magic space.
Yeah, definitely a safe place to be where they are.
Yeah.
What happens in Tartarus? Wait, what happened in Tartarus?
I love that.
More like three-headed snapper, am I right?
So so we've got people walking down the steps right now, and they're seeing a thing, right?
Yeah, that's actually scene 2 is going to be walking down the steps, basically, or basically penetrating the next layer down. So this is probably going to be an exploration scene.
Ooh, nice.
That will be the type of scene that it is. And while we're in this initial brainstorming portion of the adventure design, it's very much big ideas. We're not nailing down too much just yet, but please keep shouting out ideas, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Soroth, who has way too many mouths.
Right. Our heroes traveling down to the next layer of Tartarus.
Is this a space of like shifting time and?
Yes. Yep. Everything is very nebulous and very unanchored from the material plane.
It'd be very weird to see sort of other versions in a sort of of yourself, kind of, of the party that you can't really interact with, but can see.
Yeah, definitely. And it would be, there would be echoes as the universes go on, because it is a cycle. So there is, traditionally the way I've sort of broken it out is similar to like the Greek mythology, where there are the Greek gods, and right above them are the Titans, and right above them are the primordials. That's sort of the layers that we're dealing with. So the Greek gods exist in our layer of the firmament, but the Titans, like Kronos and Gaia, they exist in the layer just below ours, and then the primordials would be the layer below that, and then whatever came before the primordials is in the layer below that. So
I love a deep dive on this content. That is awesome. Yeah, so Claude asks, this will be where all the cool cameo setting features get shown off. Are there any mechanical oddities? And I was like, there can be. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. There should 100% should be some mechanical oddities. This could be something like, I've run adventures in the past where I've just taken away the letter M from their character sheets, and anything that started with M, anything that started with the letter M just didn't work on their sheet because M didn't exist in that universe, or just whatever sort of weird things we're imagining. These are challenges that they can overcome.
I like that. I'm not familiar with this, but Dimensar 5, the fifth dimension from the 60s Spidey cartoon.
I don't know that I'm familiar with it too, but I would. It sounds like something I would love to look up, especially if it's Ditko inspired.
I'm looking that up.
Yeah, and this staircase down as the exploration, that is 100% a great place for a skill challenge, some kind of puzzle, maybe even to deal with sort of that labyrinth-esque callback that we were calling out a few comments ago in chat.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I was looking at
somebody mentioned maybe a labyrinth. Gerald mentioned a labyrinth.
Gerald did, yeah.
So that can 100% be a something that they have to overcome as the stairs become a maze of their own, traveling down and up and around into the next level.
Could this be a play? When you say there's a challenge, a cosmic imp just passing through? Oh, well, that's fun. How do you orchestrate the challenge? You just sort of
so I have a template that I build challenge sequences from. What I would do is challenge name, which I might have to put my microphone down while I type. We'll see.
Or you have to hold your microphone.
Yeah, I forgot my mic stand at home.
I gotcha.
But let me put you down and see if it doesn't make a lot of noise.
Sure.
Is that still audible? Am I still able to be heard?
I'm gonna pump up the jam here on this end, and let me edit my settings and give you some more volume. Oh, I cannot.
Am I still?
Can you pump up your own volume?
Yeah, I might be able to turn the gain up on my end.
Oh no! On the in the software in StreamYard.
Oh, I don't know if I can. But did that make it louder? Okay.
Oh yeah. Maybe
Is
just
it too loud?
maybe down just a little bit. That's
okay,
great.
How about now?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What if could there have been a warning issued at in the bar saying, don't do this thing? And then they enter a space on the stairway where there's they're tempted to do that thing.
Oh yeah. That sign would definitely be there. And I'm sure whoever went missing just ignored it when they decided they wanted to go down.
Right.
They were probably too drunk. Or I guess that's the other thing we need to figure out. What's the motivation for the person who went missing? Are they lost? Or did they go down here trying to find some secret or trying to find some, is there a nefarious reason for them to try to infiltrate the...
It sure would be fun to turn the damsel in distress thing on its ear.
Yeah. Because Mr. Powers does have a lot of enemies, and his club is a very mysterious place. There's a lot of powerful figures in Titan City who are curious about the greater nature of the club. But again, not a lot of people get to cause a lot of trouble in there because Mr. Powers is all powerful inside the space.
Simon mentions this. I can imagine a radio that picks up stations from places that no one's heard of, if only to confuse the PCs, like little voices. Yeah, have you ever seen people who do those paranormal shows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's very interesting. And then Claude says, I think a cool navigation game of sorts makes sense as a skill challenge. So yeah, like that Escher physics thing. I mean, we kind of touched on that a few times. Could there be multiple stairways and...
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's how I format challenges too, like I'm doing here. Challenge name, challenge threshold. So it'll be DC 20 and it'll be 7. They need to get 7 successes before 4 failures in order to succeed at the challenge. Now, failing at the challenge doesn't mean that the adventure's over. It just means that they're going to go down a different path than they were expecting. So there will be some consequence that they have to suffer, and then they will have to adapt to wherever they get spat out of the stairway.
Oh, I like that. That's great. That is nefarious.
Yeah, so these will be example checks, expertise magic or survival to chart a path.
Now, do you create a table for yourself that sort of says this is what's happening to you?
Yes. Yeah, that's the bottom part of this template is cool. Minor consequences, moderate consequences, and major consequence. The major consequence is basically the fail state. So if they get 4 failures before 7 successes, they'll suffer the major consequence, which will probably be falling off the stairs into a random part of Tartarus.
Hey, how is your 1940s radio announcer voice?
Not as good as it should be, you would think, with the setting I work with.
Yeah. Well, the reason I ask is that Devious mentions a radio station that comes on where a 1940s announcer starts giving narration of what the players are doing. It could be like some kind of a clue that they have to interact with in some way, and then the radio voice starts to help them through it,
that could be a great use of the inspiration benefit of a hero point. Like, I need to get some information from the GM. It's like, thank you for tuning in here across the sea.
That's right.
Flash, danger.
That is awesome. I love that. Even like just snippets of the news that would say, and it didn't end well when they made that decision.
Right. Or even just like the Always Sunny thing where it pops up when they're like, we're not going to do this thing. And then it's the time the team did that thing.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. William Lang says kind of a PT, like a PT Barnum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Tempo mentions some gears and ancient mechanisms like in God of War 3's Labyrinth and with a character similar to Pandora. Yeah, that'd be cool. Whatever you do, never.
Yes, that's perfect, Alex. That is so fun. And fun for, a GM who wants to kind of ham it up and have a good time. That's great.
Yeah, definitely. Or even, I like the idea of the adventure being dramatized as a radio show. I actually, the Emerald City Nights campaign I'm running right now, I gave one of the superheroes the noir narrator as a superpower. It's like a danger sense, and he has detect plot contrivance as one of his senses.
That's awesome. What a clever trick to be able to say, you just even it would feel non sequitur almost, and they as they explore the whatever, suddenly, it's so fun.
Wait, what do you mean suddenly? Wait, what? But it doesn't say what suddenly happened. It was,
That's right. just to freak them out. Yeah, that's so clever. Very, very fun.
Simon mentions they might be trying to find where the club stores all the booze, keeping in mind that it's illegal to buy and sell it at the time. Yeah, and they have booze from across time. So there's definitely an example of this story where somebody's just trying to have a good time, and they realize that Mr. Powers might be hiding the good stuff in the cellar or something like that.
I like that. I especially like it if it's a cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in my mind, whoever is missing is like somebody from one of the mad scientists in town who is like, you have to get in there and figure out what Mr. Powers was really protecting or really on top of in the club, or somebody who is aggrieved at forgetting what they forgot in the club. Like they went there for a specific bit of information. They paid a hefty price for it, and then they forgot what it was. So they're trying to find some way to actually get that information. You know, that is the motivation aspect of the character who's missing. So that is something that's very important. This missing person is going to be kind of one of our main characters.
Yeah, kind of driving the overarching. Where are they? And then what? So the missing person is related to the party. How?
They might not be. They might just be somebody who was in the club. But it would be interesting if they did have some kind of relationship to the party.
Alex, you said something earlier. Maybe it was you, or I think it might have been a combination of everybody. But that what if this was at the end of it a very interesting entertainment for people in the bar because they're listening to the narrator or the storyline as it unfolds.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be.
And what if, in addition, like they're magical, like the people up in the club were doing things to like, oh yeah, wait till you see this. Like they're trying to play. The kids are on a playing, or the party. I don't know why I'm thinking they're kids. I think it's because I'm a kid in that in the world.
Right.
But anyway, I'm just thinking about like that sort of malevolent creativity could be really.
Oh yeah, that could definitely be something. That could be something we could definitely work with. And then just keeping in mind, I'm filling in the player character choices here. These are I call them team social worker. They're the employees of Mr. Powers who tend to do adventures related to the club or related to Mr. Powers' goals.
Nice.
They've shown up on at least one of our actual plays. I believe most of them were the character choices for the Blood Run adventure we did back a while ago.
That was actually, Alex, I think it was your first. Was it your first actual play?
It was my first Titan City actual play.
Titan City, yeah. I mean, with live streaming, but
yes.
But yeah, I remember that was very fun. Time pockets for precision alcohol aging. Yeah, exactly.
Liam Slane is one of them. Former
They're after the
mobster.
Special Blackest Brew.
You love it.
Yeah, Gerald says they've got Zimas. Do they make Zima still?
I think they make Zima still. A bottle labeled spirits that has actual souls in it. Yeah, don't drink that. That's probably bad news.
Yeah, or do.
Or, I mean, I'm not your dad. Do whatever you want to do. Who else is part of Team Social Worker? Isabella Thorne. She's a scrappy precog.
I have all the art for these on my desktop.
Yes.
Sidious is saying, I'm new here. I'm running my first game in your system currently. Nice. I've played a lot of different systems. M&M3E has become my favorite. Such a beautiful design. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thank you for enjoying it. Tell us a little bit about the game you're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, friend, you are going to want to head to, we call it the Atomic Think Tank. What do you think? Should we do a little palate cleanser? And
yeah, I think what's in the tank. Let's talk about what's going on this week in the Atomic Think Tank.
It's good stuff. But first, here's a link. Sidious, if you, I hope I'm saying your name right. If you head on over there, you will head to that link and you can just fill out a couple questions and I'm right here, so I'll just add you. So first of all, I've got some real good news. And that news is so good. Actually, I'm going to need to take over your share real fast.
How dare you, sir?
How very dare.
I guess that's fine.
Let's do this. First, I'm going to go ahead and let's open up the tank. Key code. We're being scanned. There we go.
It sounds like the aliens are coming.
Oh, all right. So listen, the Atomic Think Tank is, it is a community endeavor wherein we basically collaborate with everybody and have spaces, hold spaces for people who have their favorite games. Maybe it's age. Maybe you're a fan of the Adventure Game Engine. Maybe you are all in for Mutants and Masterminds. Maybe you're all in for a game you've published yourself through the Age Creators Alliance. I'll tell you, there's a lot of nooks and crannies and aspects of the community that we're here to support.
Mhm.
And when we put it all together, here we go. Ta-da! Look at that. It's the Atomic Think Tank. The idea is this is your space to hang out and talk to us about what you got cooking. And, anything from, let me get over here to this. And, that's the Valiant Adventures Commons, where people are talking about all kinds of stuff, not the least of which is the actual play we've got cooking, right?
Not the least of which, yeah, that's this upcoming weekend, I'm pretty sure.
That's this Saturday. And,
It is.
yeah, it is. And I think we have one spot open. It might be not open. And
it will definitely be a one shot because I didn't write this one. Steve did.
That's what, but I do not doubt your
I'll find a
ability.
way. I will find my way.
Yes. So I am, hold on 1 second while I do something over here on the side. The community is awesome. They are going gangbusters. There's so much going on in Mutants Masterminds that it is practically, it's practically criminal, I'll say. But we had the Freedom City Library Challenge, and we do that at the end of every show or around roundabouts. We have a winner. We do, and it is. You want to guess who it is?
Ooh.
You don't have to guess. It's the what if.
Yes.
Because that would mean that anytime if you guessed a person, then everybody would get a prize. Like you'd be like, and this person and that person and that. But no, it's.
I guess everyone.
Everyone wins, but especially William Lang wins for the What If Challenge.
I really like the What If Challenge. There was a lot of really good entries in there.
Super, super fun. Let's see. Let me get to the feed. Gosh, look at all this good stuff. What if ancient Egypt created an empire that existed all the way to the modern times? I love that Pharaohverse, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's so many great ideas. What if battle suits in Mecca were the source of powers? The Mechaverse.
The Mechaverse. We love Mechaverse.
We love that. Dominion Reckoning. Let's see.
How to write it.
Oh, you know what?
I should run a Mecha actual play.
Honestly, people ask about it all the time. I really wanted to get to this. So one of the things that's great about the Atomic Think Tank is that you get to write articles about how you play, about your homebrew, about how you manage a particular aspect of, development, anything from like what happens around the table to how you orchestrate your own engagements. It is, it's a lot of good stuff. Let's see.
It's a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. What if Centurion had descendants?
I mean, he has a descendant.
He has a descendant?
Well, she's from another universe, but Centuria is Centurion's daughter from another dimension.
Did that pop up on stream? There we go. So here's William Lang's Earth 6301908. Now,
Love it.
yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Tunguska, Russia. The Tunguska explosion is caused by the emergence of the Omega to this Earth, leaving Earth 630, that known, in the hands of counterparts of the worst scientists of Earth Prime, while he handles all of his goal of conquering Earth Prime. Most of Earth population is either slaves to build weapons to invade other Earths or experimented on in some to some hideous mutations. Yikes. I love it. Congratulations, William. Now, you know what William wins?
What does William win?
William gets to pick whatever he wants out of the Green Ronin online store. It could be Mutants Masterminds related to something else. But you get a pick, and all you got to do is message me on the at the Atomic Think Tank, and we'll get you set up. So congratulations to you, my friend. So many great articles, so many good things going on. I really encourage everyone to go hang out there, and you just have to go to atomicthinktank.com, and you'll get there straight away. Let's see. I learned that watching your Nether War Let's Play. Yeah, cool.
Yes, all about Centuria. She's one of the big stars of the Nether War series and the Freedom Week Dark and the Multiverse of the Master Mage.
So that, my friends, is what's in the tank. And, just as an update, we are going to be making some adjustments to how we talk about what's in the tank. And I think we're going to actually start a half hour early. Not for you, Alex, not for you and Steve. You're the talent. You'll be in makeup and skin suiting. But maybe start a little earlier, going a little deeper into the content and stuff in the tank itself. So look forward to that, everybody. And Gerald asks, am I in the actual play? I'm not sure if you're asking because you want to be in it or if you can't remember if you're in it, but I don't. There's
Troy's
one space left.
I don't know.
Exactly. There's one space left, and if you were the person that wanted in before someone else, then you will be. But we can talk more about it. Which I think there's 5 people that'll be in that particular.
Yeah, and it sounds like Sidious is running a homebrew in Emerald City, so that sounds like a ton of fun.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Quick question. Will Malcolm Shepard be a guest for this week's Thursday? No, it's going to be, we're going to be talking this next week's Thursday is actually going to be our friends from Abraxas Precipice. They've been on for 3 years, Alex. They've been streaming.
Holy cow.
The Expanse for 3 years. So we're going to talk about what they've done. That's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. We'll do some giveaways too. And we've also got released today for the Expanse. It is The Entertainer.
The Entertainer for the Expanse. Hell yeah.
That's right. So that you'll see a link here shortly. But that, my friend, is what's in the tank for now. And folks, if you want to add something to the tank, just again go to atomicthinktank.com and make it so.
Yep. RC, this one is not Dragon of Parkhurst Manor. This is a Valiant adventure that Steve left me to run while he is off saving the world this weekend.
Thank you, RC.
Yeah, the name of this adventure is Magpie's Treasure, and it is an adventure set in the dead side of the Valiant universe. So this is going to be a ton of fun. Just a ton of fun hanging out in Limbo, Purgatory, the Shadowlands, all that good stuff.
So before we move off of the think tank real quick, what do we think our next week's contest ought to be?
Oh, well, since we're doing part 2 of this next week, maybe creating a scene for this adventure, maybe creating a weird space for our heroes to investigate or explore.
Nice.
Some kind of strange challenge for them to overcome.
I love that. Yeah. Fantastic. Oh yeah. We didn't even mention that Steve wasn't here today. He is here. He's here right now. I see him. Do you see him, Alex? You see him too, don't you?
Yeah, I always see Steve. He's the little angel on my shoulder that says be more productive, get more things
He's a little
done.
devil on mine. Yeah, Steve is, yes, thank you, Devious. Steve is on an away mission. Next week is Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, it is Memorial Day. Do we have a stream next week?
I do not believe we did. We wouldn't do that to ourselves, would we? Well, I mean, we would.
I've got Adventure Design Part 2 written in my calendar, but either way.
Yeah, we'll probably end up bumping it ahead one. You know what we'll do? We'll play our greatest hits.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll just play our greatest hits. He's deep into Kenson sleep. Exactly. Yep. We'll bump that ahead. We will not. I will not ask Steve and Alex to host on a holiday. But that's how we do. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes left in our program, and we have made it.
Well, we have made it. We have made it into the characters, and we've built
the
ideas of a couple of scenes. But yeah, you can see how this definitely spirals into a pretty lengthy prep process.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we leave folks to contribute a scene, right? Is that what we're calling it?
Contribute a scene, or if you want to contribute who the missing person is and what their motivation is, that could also be another good thing to incorporate. Just the challenge is add an element to this adventure, and I'll incorporate it.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so how about this? Why don't I steal that document from you, or you can post it as well. I mean, we just want to get it up in the think tank so people can kind of look at it and go, okay, and then we can write up some description of what we want them to do, and then they've got 2 weeks to work on it.
Yeah, I'll make a copy.
Nice.
And if you see an adventure that you like better that you want to add something in for, I'll have all of my synopses in here for all the adventures I'm running. So feel free to put them in wherever you want. And I'll give everybody the ability to be a commenter on this doc.
Are you crazy? Sure. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, not edit, but comment.
Yeah.
And I might have to blow us out a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, no worries.
Make a copy. I'll stop sharing for now.
Excellent. Well, fantabulous. Alex, what have you got cooking? So much, right? So much.
There's a lot going on this week. This week, I have Freedom Week Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage this Wednesday at 7 p.m. over at twitch.tv/Untold Stories Project. We are continuing our travels through Ravenloft and dealing with a lot of fun, interesting stuff there. Last weekend, I was a guest over on Masks and Mayhem for a special live stream. We had a really good adventure through the Golden Age, and I got to play a very young version of my character that I've been playing in Masks and Mayhem for a while, Beowulf, Odin's son, the outlaw son of Odin, who is trying to track down Loki and put an end to him after Loki killed Thor. And this weekend, we've got our actual play over in the Atomic Think Tank. So lots of stuff brewing.
Yes. Yeah, and we'll be actually broadcasting the actual play natively should all things work.
Yes.
And if it doesn't, then we will do something different. Thank you, Link Wizard RC. I appreciate you. So fantastic. I want to thank everybody in chat. I'm really excited that we've got some time now to sort of noodle on all of the good stuff that Alex is asking for, and we'll have that up in the think tank here momentarily.
And I'll try to do some adventure background stuff tonight so that you guys have a paragraph to work from as far as that goes. And Troy, I just sent you the Google Doc link over on Slack.
Beautiful. All right, friends. And so if you don't see some of that adventure background stuff yet, don't worry. Alex will get to it. And I think, my friend, that's all I got. I did want to remind everybody that, the think tank is a community space. It is meant for everybody. You are welcome to contribute. If you've got an idea and you're not sure, you want to kind of explore it, ask away, and we can certainly open that up for you. The other piece of that is there's something else.
Troy, I forgot. Joy of Game Mastering. Joy of Game Mastering is back tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST.
5 p.m. PST. Okay, awesome.
EST.
Okay, 5 p.m. EST. So 2 p.m.
PST.
Yeah, just sort of the normal time. Nice. You are welcome, SC Terra Marine and everybody else. We are hoping you enjoyed today's program. Stop back by Thursday for Thursday. It's going to be great. And we'll be giving away copies of The Entertainer and also being entertained because we'll be hanging out with some of our friends from Abraxas Precipice. Abraxas' Precipice. Missed a perfect opportunity to say, what's in the tank, Troy? What's in the tank? It has been done. Tank? I'm going to do something a little different each time. I think it'll be my
Mhm.
shtick. Who knows what it'll sound like? Who knows, Alex?
I don't know. We'll put it in a can and we'll sell it.
That's right. Exactly. All right. So with that, I think I'm feeling cooked. Are you cooked?
I feel pretty cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again, everybody. Don't forget, subscribe, share this stream with your mama. I think she'd enjoy us. I think she'll say that Alex Thomas, he's a nice young man.
My mom thinks so.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with that, we bid everyone adieu. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Bye.
Awesome. See y'all.